Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Morphtronic Man,
I'm Cryptic Shock.
and today we are doing the newly simulated part of the ban list.
I let all said it's not evening, it's middle of the day.
Oh my god.
Right, let's get into this. Mezuki. So we have the upcoming release of Shadow Spectres. Zombies are probably going to be big again with the support they have. So Mezuki's back.
Yep, Mezuki, the new vampire archetype, is coming out soon. Ghost Tricks have a few zombies in them, basically. And also just Mezuki's being on the ban list is a bit outdated, really. He's a good card, but zombies had their time, but they're not really in the spotlight. Anywhere near the spotlight, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a great card in its day. It's just that the format has changed. It's a lot faster now, and it's just giving zombies a chance, I think. Yeah. Anyway, Plague Spreader Zombie. Again, this is just more support for Shadow Spectres or vampires. It gives zombies a fighting chance, and with other things on the ban list, you'll see it is basically Konami going, buy zombies. Zombies are good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Plague Spreader Zombie or Mezuki in a tin coming out soon.
That could happen, yeah, the new tins, but also having Plague Spreader Zombie 2 helps, like plant decks, junk decks, basically just synchro heavy decks. He's a free tuner.
Yeah, it's basically just giving zombies a fighting chance in the slower format we have. TG Striker.
Woo! Should never have been limited!
Yeah, I think as you put it, is the Cyber Dragon of TG Striker, whatever.
Yeah, he's a tuner Cyber Dragon, because I consider any monster that can special summon itself when your opponent controls monsters and you don't, a Cyber Dragon card.
So yeah, I mean, it was great back in the Synchro days. I mean, maybe this limit was because Konami was saying, right, we want to promote Exceeds, let's try and, stop Synchros being so big. And I mean, we did see Spore get hit, Glow Up Bulb get hit, TG Striker. There's a lot of hits to Synchro cards. And really with Shadow Spectres and the new set, Synchros are becoming relevant again. They haven't just gone, this is only going to be Exceeds now. They've gone, oh, we're going to release more Synchros and give people more balanced cards. So yeah, basically Synchro's coming back, TG Striker's back.
Woo!
Fire Formation Tenki. Now, this card has a special place in my heart, merely because I run it in my Concealers, and it's, I'll say, I did see this happening, being semi-limited. I don't think it's better than Rota to a degree, and this is my thing. Right. You can only use it once per turn. Now, that is something Konami, I think, thought, we can't allow this to, go about without happening. I mean, Rota, at 3, you could technically have 3 Rotas in your hand and set the whole field up.
Yeah.
Whereas with 1 Tenki per turn, it means while it's a great card, it does have a limitation. Other than that, though, it has its pluses as well. I mean, it pluses 100 attack points to all Beast Warriors. You can search out any Beast Warrior level 4 or lower. But what other limitations would you say of this?
Other limitations?
Yeah.
Well, apart from really what you mentioned, the fact it can only be used once per turn, and that's really its only limitation, but the benefits of it and why it's been so limited is because of how well it works with Fire Fist, and that was always how it was intended to work, because it's just like, right, I'll add Bear, summon Bear, and Bear now gets his destruction effect instantly, which is one of the reasons why I almost place it as better than Rota. But
however, it does have the limitation which I was trying to get at, is MST. MST can stop this son of a bitch, and it cannot negate it, because MST cannot negate. However, continuous cards have to be face-up upon resolution, and thus, if you were to chain MST to this activation of Tenki, Tenki's effect wouldn't activate. And it's sort of made it a bit more balanced. It's saying, okay, you have the opportunity to, get a Beast Warrior from your deck, have 100 extra attack, and works really well with Fire Fist cards. But there is also an added risk that it's a continuous card now. I mean, in general, putting Tenki to 1 was probably never going to happen due to the fact that it does support Beast Warrior decks. And I mean, Warriors are a big archetype. They have lots and lots of monsters. Beast Warriors, they have like maybe a tenth of the amount. It's more support. It's trying to say, just don't use hero decks or warrior decks. There is other decks out there. Konami just trying to say, use other decks. Dimensional Prison. So this is another staple trap being hit, and I say staple is probably the least of the staple traps. Would you say?
Well, in the last format it wasn't used much because a lot of the effects running around were destruction effects, but in more beatdown formats, Dimensional Prison has become a staple. Not always at 3 though. Most people only ran it at 2, but I used to run Dimensional Prison at 3. It's a very, very good trap, really.
So then, why are we seeing this happening? Then?
Because of the ban of Heavy Storm, meaning that basically it's because it's such a good trap. They couldn't really leave Fiendish Chain and Dimensional Prison at 3. It'd be silly. They've left. Basically, I don't think that they should have left. Fiendish Chain at 3. I think it should be semi-limited as well. But I think Dimensional Prison has a place at 2 with the format that we're in.
The one problem with this is then it's going to get comparisons to Mirror Force. I mean, Mirror Force is also at 2. I mean, if I were to compare Mirror Force and Dimensional Prison, I'd actually say Mirror Force is even better. I mean, it's a mass destruction of that card. It's when you attack, so it's the same as Dimensional Prison, but it does have the problem of it is destruction. So Stardust Dragon, this destruction effect negation can stop it.
It's the way I compare it to Torrential Tribute and Bottomless Trap Hole, in the fact that because Torrential Tribute and Bottomless are both limited, and they are almost like Torrential you can imagine as Mirror Force, and Bottomless is Dimensional Prison. So as they're at the same limitation, Dimensional Prison and Mirror Force should also be at the same limitation.
Okay. So that was our semi-limited.
Not many, really.
No, we're going to move on to the newly unlimited, just so put them into one video, speeding everything up. Let's move on then.
Destiny Hero Malicious. He has been on the semi-limited for a long, long time, ever since the Teddy Dad days, and now he's at 3. So
could I just take a moment?
Maybe.
Seriously, I have seen this card in action at 3, and oh my god, it can get annoying, because one of the great things about this card is you have it in the grave, you banish one, so you get 1 level 6, but then you do something else, and then you get the one back in the grave, and then you something again, and then you have Return from a Different Dimension, and it allows for exceeding level 6 very well when played correctly. I mean, I think I saw someone sink level 8, banish the second one, get another Teddy out, another Malicious out, then using Return from a Different Dimension and bringing all 3 back, and I was just like, oh god, this is going to be a fucking long day, isn't it? This game did not go well. But yeah, the game in itself has sped up dramatically, so I think Malicious can come back, and maybe this might be just support for Synchro decks. I mean, Synchros are now going to become more relevant with Shadow Spectres, and it's just maybe kind of again, we need to give Synchros more of a reason to come back, and it's Malicious with Plague Spreader makes it very easy to sync level 8, so yeah.
Yeah, Destiny Hero Malicious, good card.
Agent of Mystery Earth.
Well, it was a long time coming, honestly. I've never understood why this was on the ban list.
Yeah, I mean, it's got 1000 attack, 800 defense. It adds 1 agent card from the deck, except the Agent of Mystery Earth, so it can't search itself, so no loops can happen. And while you have Sanctuary in the Sky, it can search out Hyperion.
Yeah, because all the meta decks run Sanctuary in the Sky.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one of those things where, yeah, it's a nice card. Should it ever have been put to 1 or 2? No, it's just, it's not that good. Agents haven't been that relevant.
TG Agents had a lot of hype back in the day in the OCG, but they never saw any real play in the TCG, and so TG Striker and Agent Mystery Earth were just limited because of some scare that they might do well in the TCG, even though they weren't really doing that well in the OCG anyway.
I mean, you sort of compare it to the Axis 3, I mean...
Yeah.
Basically, because they were doing well in the OCG, and I mean, by well, I mean, they saw play in tournaments that they've been hit, and I mean, that was a bit of a ridiculous thing, because, in all honesty, they've had no play in the TCG at all. It's...
Honestly, glad to see it unlimited. Just need TG Striker to be unlimited now.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice for Agent decks to give them a little boost, but yet again, it's not going to change the format dramatically.
Agent's winning all the time now.
Tsukuyomi. Oh, I will eat my words. Tsukuyomi. So this is a very old, outdated ban.
Yep. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, they did it." Well, do we put it to 1 or 2? I can't remember.
Originally 1 and then 2.
Yeah. And it's like, oh no,
I think anyway.
It's gonna kill the format. It's such a good card.
Yeah, it's basically a monster Book of Moon. And why was this good?
It wasn't.
It has 1100 attack. What is it really going to do?
I don't even really, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know when it was good back in the day, but now I just don't see its relevance.
It is coming back for 2 main reasons, I do believe, though. For one, there is some spirit support coming out in Shadow Spectres, So we're getting Aratama, I think, which is a searcher now. So spirits have their big, searcher card. And I think Rakashi or something like that, which is basically the compulsive. They reveal a spirit monster in their hand. But not only that, Tsukuyomi might be quite good in Ghost Trick decks because they're all about focusing on face down cards. And it might just be Konami saying, what about Tsukuyomi?
Well, I can kind of see that, but I can also kind of see because Ghost Tricks can flip themselves face down anyway.
But flipping their opponent's monsters face down so that they can use Alucard's effect to destroy face down.
This is true.
Yeah, so basically outdated ban, and this is the reason that I was saying it 3 again.
Whoop.
A hero lives.
Yay, because now we can summon Stratos our way.
Yeah, this is totally going to go well. So, Stratos is banned. You know what that means? No one's going to play heroes. Well, that's not true, but everyone's going to say heroes are dead, and I'm pretty sure everyone is saying heroes are dead. I'd love to see someone make a hero deck and win with it at like a, YC or something, top with it. And then
challenge accepted.
Good luck. I mean, Stratos is a great card, and this was like, it was the main card a Hero Lives always went for. It was a fast way of getting Stratos out. It's a special summon, so Stratos gets its effect off, and it's just plussing. And the fact that it only pays half your life points means that you can never not play it.
No, it's just a case of hero decks are just gonna have to evolve now because with Stratos being banned, but us getting a Hero Lives, and we'll talk about the next card in a sec, and also Destiny Hero Malicious being unlimited, it means that, okay, yeah, we have to go away from the Gemini version and the Bubble Beat version, because that just doesn't work anymore with Stratos being banned, because you've lost a big searcher, but you just need to evolve into the new format. And I actually, after looking at it a bit more since our ban video, I think Heroes could actually have a bit more of a place than we first thought. I think they could surprise people.
Yeah, I mean, Heroes are by no means a slow deck, and the format slowed a lot. So, I mean, it's like Konami saying, choose whatever deck you like and see how you'll do with it.
I mean, let's face it, someone could just go, right, I'm just going to make the Fusion Gate Shining deck. That deck is a bitch to play
Oh,
against.
yeah. When they banish stuff just to get Shining to summon, and then straight away, you've got a massive beat stick, but when it dies,
they get to make it all over again.
Yeah.
They can do that 3 times. It's like, I've got to get over a 3200 beat stick 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
And with Compulse now limited.
Yeah.
It's like...
Them MSTs are going to be used to... Oh, those MSTs are going to use literally even more... They're going to be more valuable. Because those field spells are just going to be like, oh my god, do I pop the field spell? Do I pop the back row?
So basically, what we're trying to say is if you face a hero player, don't go, haha, I win this, you don't have Stratos.
Oh god, the Seal of Arikalikos.
Ooh.
Yeah. You've
destroyed Shiny would get destroyed.
I don't mean that. I mean as in the problems of destroying that bitch.
Yeah, that, oh god.
Yeah. That's, the repercussions are going to be... Oh.
Anyway, let's go move on.
Black Whirlwind.
Kind of, yes, kind of, oh god, no.
Are you talking about the fact that wasn't emergency call, or the fact that it's Black Whirlwind?
Black Whirlwind Unlimited, because I'm kind of like, right, yay, Black Wings haven't been particularly relevant for a long time. Putting this to free has made them extremely relevant. I've played so many Blackwing players recently, and they are such a pain in the arse.
See, here's the problem. Konami has secretly made a pact with the devil. And what they did is they put Kaluk to 3, and everyone's like, no, that's fine, it's fine. Kaluk to 3, nothing's going to happen. And the OCG, they put Blackwell into 2, I believe.
Yes, they did.
But, because of the deal with the devil, Konami was like, Blackwings need to come back. And everyone's like, yeah, Blackwings need to come back. So we got it to 3, and what does this mean? Oh, we see Blackwings all the time now.
Yeah.
I mean, Kalute with Black Whirlwind, both at 3 again. All we need to do is see Gale at 3 now. And
oh god, no. No. And Thunder King got limited.
Yeah.
So, fuck you, anti-searchers.
Basically, really good card. Basically, adds consistency to a format where consistency is the main thing. I mean, that's what everyone's looking at the moment. Consistency. With Black Whirlwind, you can basically add 1 monster per time per normal summon, which is a lower attack, I do believe it works. Yeah, whose attack is less than the attack points of the monster you summoned. Basically, we'll see lots of Kalutes, lots of... I'm not looking forward to it.
The only positive thing is that the traps...
Positives?
The side deck cards that actually hurt Blackwings didn't get hit by the ban list because you've got Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and you've got Mind Drain.
Yeah, that's not bad.
slash just skilled.
I'm looking at the positives, but all I see is Icarus attack.
Yeah, true. All I see is Icarus attack.
Which the problem with Icarus attack is, unlike offering for the Snake Deity, you can set your monster and still tribute it with Icarus attack.
Woo!
Yeah, so all that fun with
Fucking up the format.
Yep. Emergence Core. Well, here it is now.
Woo! Yeah, that's the card we were talking about when we talk about Here It Is. Because basically they lost. Well, basically, what we're trying to say with Heroes is they lost their main consistency monster, but have now gained all their consistency.
They've gained the consistency back.
Yeah.
But they've lost their big monster. The monster that would allow them to just abuse. Well, they abused the game so much with Stratos.
Yeah.
Stratos was just a great monster because it not only allowed you to go into. Is it Great Tornado?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Elemental Hero, basically the Tornado one, the one which halves everyone's attack points.
And
because it was a wind monster. So you've lost one of basically your easiest ways of going into a fusion monster.
Yeah, you've lost one of the fusion monsters.
But not only that, Stratos had a mass destruction effect, which I've never seen anyone use.
No, it's very rare for people to use that.
But, yeah, again, it's a mass destruction effect, whereas Heavy Storm's gone, they might have just gone, can't really give you Stratos, can we?
You could kind of abuse you could abuse Stratos very easily.
And one of the things is, with the fact they're trying to add support for zombies and Shadow Spectres, we're seeing Malicious back. And with Malicious and Stratos and everything else, you basically get a Telidad deck.
That said, I'm going to go buy a Stratos.
Why?
I think he's going to get limited again.
Really?
I'm calling it. Calling it now!
That's not happening.
It might happen in 10 years' time, but I'll be like, I called that.
I can do this now, watch. Brian, it's going to be... No, Brian, it's never going to be unbanned.
He's never, ever, ever getting unbanned.
Why did you do that, Konami?
Unless they ban all Atlantean monsters, he is never getting... And Mermail monsters, he's never getting unbanned.
No, I'm kind of sad about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
okay.
Hieratic Seal of Convocation.
Because Hieratics were OP when they first came out because we had Gustav Max OTK. Oh wait, we didn't actually have that.
Yeah, people basically made on Dueling Network and theorized, you could say, Hieratics OTK, which was using 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons, spamming the field of Hieratics and their main one, which is Atom.
You had Atom, yeah.
Hieratic King, Hieratic Atom guy.
These rank 6 Exceed.
God, how do we not know his
I
name?
don't know!
I have the card over there. Basically, you mass spam him out, summon out some Red Eyes Darkness Metals, overlay Gaias onto the
Atoms, because the Atoms can't attack the turn they use their effect, but Gaias just go, fuck that.
Yeah, use Gustav Max, and attack,
Yeah.
you usually win. Like, usually that is game.
But back then we didn't have Gustav Max, but they still felt the need to semi-limit Hieratic Seal of Convocation.
But more, they limited Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. So the OTK was actually impossible.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
it's
not
just like,
impossible, just much harder to pull off. Because you have to include like these random rank 10 level 10s.
You bell decks.
You bell decks for the win.
Yep. Yeah, so basically that's the reason it was at 2 and why it's coming back, because they really aren't relevant anymore, and I think they just want to get more people playing a lot more variety of decks.
And also, if Black Whirlwind was unlimited and this was still semi-limited, shitstorm would happen.
Oh yeah, that would very easily happen. Pot of Duality!
Woo!
Why was this put to 3?
I don't know!
Why was this put to 3? Why was this put to 2?
No one ever used it last format!
Really?
Did you see any top decks using it?
No, but that was because...
Did you use it?
No, but...
Did I use it?
Maybe.
No.
Okay. Basically,
everyone forgot about it.
It's an amazing card, and it will be an amazing card this format. But it has so many restrictions. For one, you reveal the top 3 cards, so you have a choice of 3 cards, and you add 1 to the hand. But you can't special summon the turn you play it, and you can only play 1 pot of Duality a turn. Now, the special summoning part can actually be like a game changer. It sets up for next turn, not this turn. You can't just go, oh, I'll just get this Monster Reborn, and oh, which Monster Reborn's dead.
Or this Heavy Storm.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, we're not doing all this.
Dark Hole?
Yeah, not gonna get the...
There you go.
I can't get... Well, no, we can get the Dark Hole and use it. It doesn't special summon. Damn it. Okay.
Fuck!
Stratos.
I can get this Call of the Haunted, but you couldn't use that anyway. It's a trap card.
Shit.
Right, you're running.
Gale.
No, but you
Fucking
can just normal summon Gale.
Yeah, but you've already normal summoned, so.
Okay, we just Cyber Dragon.
Yeah.
And you don't have any monsters on the field. Why would you ever tribute summon Cyber Dragon's beyond me.
I've done it, and then I've Chimera dropped.
Shut up! Not important!
Okay, moving on to this topic again, because we're not moving on from the card yet.
No.
Basically, it doesn't make it such a broken card because of the fact you can't special summon and the fact you can only play it once per turn. We're in a much slower format, and it might be Konami just going, play Pop Duality.
BLS. You can only special summon BLS.
Yes, yeah.
There you go.
We're good with that.
Battle of a card.
Okay, so yeah, slower format. Wasn't really needed to be put to 2, and yeah, I mean, it'll be a boost to Chainburn decks and maybe Exodia decks if they're still run. I haven't seen many Exodia decks recently, but yeah, it's just one of those.
So Exodia decks suck.
How did they get hit? One dev piece, that was it. They got hit last format.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Anyway,
Exodia decks suck. Woo!
Scapegoat.
One of my favourite cards of all time.
Now we're calling this the monkey wrench of the format.
I used to run 5.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Morphman, would you like to tell us why this is the monkey wrench of the format?
Because, in all honesty, it's got a lot of restrictions to it. Because as it says, you can't summon other monsters the turn you use it. But being a quick play card, you can use it in your opponent's turn. So, if you use it right, you can
use it at the end phase.
Yeah, and basically abuse it. But the problem is, it's like, what decks are really going to use it and abuse it?
And not only that, you have the fact that the tokens can't be tribute summoned, tributed for a tribute summon. So straight away, Monarchs aren't going to be using it. But why is it so good then? Why are we like, this is the monkey wrench? And it's because 4 sheep tokens at the end of the turn, and they're each level 1. I mean, you could technically make a very nice, it'd be a nice synchro card.
Beast of Arceus.
Ooh, because, yeah, no. So that is, you just need a level 1 Earth Tuner, which I don't think there is, but yeah, you're alright.
You don't have to use all 4.
Yeah, you are correct. So very easy Beast and Barkion. But not only that, you've got Mega Phantom Beastcrafts.
Yes.
If that's all they're actually called, I don't know. I haven't actually checked.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, cool. So they abuse tokens so much, and it might be just kind of going, play Scapegoat because it's an awesome card and you can abuse it. And I mean, people will probably be able to make OTKs with Scapegoats. I mean, say you have 4 tokens on the field, Karakuris could abuse it.
Yeah.
Karakuris can abuse this all day long.
Also, Creature Swap is still a card.
Yeah. And Plasma. Plasma, while it tributes summons, it tributes for a special summon. And that's that because of the wording means it can be abuse of Scapegoat. So I'd say we may get Perfect Circle back, but well, we could actually. It would be
Perfect Circle.
Yeah, it's been a while. We might see basically people running Destiny Hero Plasma decks.
Woo!
Which would be nice. And that's why we think it's the monkey wrench. It could change the format. It could do so much to it.
Yeah, or it could do jack shit because no one runs it and everyone goes, "Why the fuck is this a card?"
Exactly. We'll just have to wait and find out, really.
Yeah, we will.
I think that is the end.
That is it. No!
So we'll move back to that.
It's all over.
So, what do you think about this format, then?
What, overall?
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the format and I'm enjoying it at the moment. I think the fact that they've really just completely shat on all expectations is brilliant. My favourite bands are the Monster Reborn and the Heavy Storm, and the fact that E-Dragons aren't quite as OP as they were, and Prophecies are actually better than they used to be before they got Judgment, because I didn't really realise this, but they got a load of extra spellbook cards.
Oh yeah.
Even after Judgment.
No one used them.
Which actually made them quite good still. And I just think I'm really enjoying it and really looking forward to it, really.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be an interesting format. It's going to be a lot slower. So we'll just see it's played out. It's Konami giving a lot of decks a lot of chances. I mean, one of the things I am liking is the fact that Konami didn't just go, let's copy the OCG again.
Yes.
And they've done that a lot. Most people are like, oh my god, they've changed the ban list from the OCG. And it's something I think that should happen. We shouldn't have the same ban list because technically we're getting cards at different times and our format is actually different. So because of this, we're not going to be really as touched by the OCG format, as in people aren't just going to go into the OCG and go, let's run that deck, because a lot of the cards they're choosing probably aren't going to be viable. I mean, Staple Monster Reborn's gone, as you said, Sable Heavy Stormer. The format is going to be so different.
And also the fact that a lot of our typical side deck cards have even been hit.
Exactly.
It's like really weird.
It's like saying, instead of responding before your opponent has a chance to react, or responding to your opponent's summon, you have to respond in your turn. So it's like point-for-point sort of game now, which is sort of how Yu-Gi-Oh was played. I mean, you didn't really respond to an opponent's summon much. Like, trap cards weren't in a vast array. You'd really have, like slow games where things aren't happening and monsters are stopped with Fiendish Chain.
Fiendish Chain.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think they've just slowed the format down a lot, mainly, actually, because of Boojins. Now, Boojins are amazing, because I played them, but in a format which is really fast...
They don't really have a place.
So they've just... If all the formats slow down, how relevant are Boojins? And I'm going to say they're going to probably do very well. We're probably going to see them top, at least. E-Dragons are still in it, obviously. I don't think Prophecies will do as well. They're good, but people are going to move away from that and just go, well, E-Dragons or Dragon Rulers are still relevant, which people didn't expect. People were just expecting it to be E-Dragons are dead now, Prophecies are dead. And while Prophecies are back to their old days of being, slower, E-Dragons still have magically been able to survive the ban list. With that said, can't wait for the format.
Yeah, basically, just our decks are going to strive to be the best that they can be.
Personally, I think my Constellar deck has gotten better since the format has begun. I like the changes I've made in comparison to before.
My Madolches are missing the ultimate offering.
Oh.
Yeah, I've realised now how many cheeky wins I got out of that.
That was a good card. Anyway, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed this ban list discussion. We plan to do it much earlier next time.
Yep. So basically, if we're not doing it, shout at us so that we actually do it.
Yeah, and...
before it comes out, and then we can, make predictions and shit.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to note, which we haven't actually mentioned, I don't think, these ban lists now are only 2 months long.
Oh, yeah, though we didn't say anything about that. We're a bit stupid.
Konami did a massive change, and now the ban list is only 2-month periods, which is going to mean the format's a lot more fluid. I mean, it's going to be a lot more, bans where it's relevant, rather than living in a 6-month format of, E-Dragons and Mermails. So, I mean, with Dragon Rulers topping, we're probably going to see Konami hit them again, maybe? Or something, I mean...
No, I think E-Dragons are going to... I'm probably going to get a lot of hate this, and probably can be proven completely wrong. I think they're going to slip. I think they won one YCS because they did really well last format, and people actually weren't expecting them to do great.
So they became sort of a rogue deck of the format.
All of a sudden, but then they suddenly did well, but now everyone's like, shit, E-Dragons, and everyone's going to put their side deck cards back in, and it's all going to go horribly wrong for them.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. We won't see them being as relevant in the future.
Where the fuck are Evil Swarms?
Evil Swarms aren't... Okay,
Evil Swarms just disappeared!
Okay, Evil Swarms, this is the problem of them. They are an amazing deck, but they are completely dependent on the meta. I mean, they're really good. I mean, you can fight them even when you don't have a level 5+ deck. The problem is that Evil Swarms really want to abuse the fact they have a negation of...
spells and traps and summons level 5. But you think about E-Dragons, Blackwings, Draguinities, Karakuris, Spellbooks, all these cards are mainly either level 5 or high decks or synchro decks.
Yeah, but then I can do the other way. Boojins, Constellars.
Boojins aren't out yet.
Boojins are out?
Are they?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, I'm behind.
You are behind.
All of their cards?
Not the second.
Yeah, so...
But the main... Basically, not many people run the second lot in comparison to the first.
True.
Everyone runs Yamato and the bird.
Where are they?
I don't know. I actually checked who's been topping recently. I know Blackwing's topped. I know Mermail's topped, and obviously Dragon Rulers.
Oh, Mermail's another one. There you go. They're also high level deck.
Yeah.
Anyway, this video is going on a long time, so we should probably wrap it up. Anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Orphtonic Matt.
I'm Cryptic Shock.
And have a good format.